This is a simple presentation that was created by ChatGPT, and we can actually use the new agent mode in ChatGPT to do a research and then collect some materials and then create this presentation document in about 30 to 60 minutes. And you don't have to do anything besides just providing some resources or instructions about what are the things that AI need to do. And by the way, you can even present this directly in ChatGPT, or you can download this as a PPTX document, which is compatible with PowerPoint. So let me show you how you can use the new agent mode in ChatGPT to create a presentation document like this one. So first, let's navigate to chatgpt.com and feel free to log in with your account. Now here, there is something that I need to clarify. This is very important. Right now, the new agent mode is only available if you are using the paid version of ChatGPT, whether it is the Plus or the Pro plan. So if you're using the free version, unfortunately, there is no agent mode. But maybe in the future, we could have one if they can bring down the cost. But right now, you have to be in the Plus or Pro plan in ChatGPT. Now, let's go back. And to enable the agent mode, just click this plus button, enable agent mode. And you can select the sources that you want AI to use. You can enable web search, and you can even connect with your Gmail, GitHub, Dropbox account if you have some references that you might want to use for creating the presentation. But for me, I just want to use the web search. And it is also possible to just upload some documents to be used for creating the presentation. Now, if you click presentations, you'll see some examples that were provided by OpenAI. These are some prompts or instructions that they use, and you can, look at them and maybe use them as a sort of a reference. But the basic idea is quite simple. If you use an instruction like create a presentation or generate a presentation or maybe develop a presentation, then AI will understand that you're trying to create a presentation document. So the basic idea, the basic instruction is quite simple. Just create a presentation and the rest is up to you. So sometimes it is possible to specify what is the content for every single slide. You can also specify what is the style or maybe the color. You can do that. But for me, I'll just use a basic prompt. So for me, I will create a presentation about the future of jobs with AI. That's gonna be my prompt, and I will just send a message and just wait for ChatGPT to enable the agentic mode. So it is setting up a desktop, which is basically a real computer that is being used by ChatGPT AI. And what's unique about that is that it is really like a human controlling a computer, browsing some web pages, and it can interact with the page. It can see a lot of things that regular AI agents cannot do. So this is actually one topic that I have mentioned several times on my old videos, where I tell the difference between a real agent that is actually controlling a computer versus just some API style agent. And there are some benefits of using this type of agent where interactivity is matter. Now, if you click this button, you'll actually see some activities. So it's almost like the thinking process that's happening. Or you can also take over the browser, but I do not recommend to do that unless if you need to do that. Like for example, there are some websites that might be showing some CAPTCHA key where you have to click all the pictures that contains traffic or traffic light or maybe vehicles. So that can happen, but in this case I don't think that's going to be necessary. So this process might take some time, about 30 to 60 minutes. So just ignore it, just minimize the work and you can continue your activity. Now I'll just skip forward and show you the final result. Okay, after about 42 minutes, the presentation is ready. I'm going to click this button to open it in a full screen. And this is the result. It's very simple. There aren't many visual elements that look interesting. There's only some charts, graphs, and cards. So it is not the best AI tool for creating a presentation document, but I think it might be good enough for some people, especially if you want to create the initial draft that later could be improved using PowerPoint. I think that's a legitimate use case of AI agent in ChatGPT. However, if you want to create a proper and beautifully designed presentation, you can use free tools like GenSpark. And this is one example that I created many months ago. And recently, there is a tool that is similar to GenSpark called ZAI. And right now, this tool is just ridiculously good. It is free and it can do a lot of things, and in some cases, better than ChatGPT. So go ahead, use any of these tools or just use the agent in ChatGPT to create a presentation. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video.